Hello and welcome to today's video. Today, we're doing something a little different. Now, normally, we don't talk about just pure changes to video games. It's just not something that I've ever done. We've talked about Overwatch League and changes in that, and, we played DLCs for games. But we haven't necessarily just talked about an upcoming patch or an upcoming change to a game. But that changes now. And this is the new Overwatch update, which is coming out soon. I have it here on my iPad once it loads, or unlocks. That's the word I'm looking for. This is the roll queue. That's what it's called. So, my thoughts on the roll queue initially, because the first way I found out about it was through the Overwatch League. The thing just said, stage 4 we're locking roles, and I'm just like, well, that sounds kind of lame. That kind of ruins the, part of Overwatch. And then I looked in, it was on everything, and I'm just like, okay. So, for those of you who don't know, essentially role queue will lock the roles that you play within Overwatch whenever you load in. So, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of ruining the point in Overwatch. To, load into a game, no matter, quick play or competitive, and have to pick, I want to play tank, I want to play healer, I want to play support. And basically what it's doing is locked 2-2-2, giving you 2 DPS, 2 tank, and 2 support. And the essence of Overwatch is to pick your characters and have free choice of all the characters. When the game launched, it was 22, I believe, or 21. Now it's 31. Like, that's the point in the game is, you can be playing D.Va, and the next minute you want to play Mercy, the next minute you want to play Brigitte, Tracer. Now, obviously, switching that many times in a match is not a good idea, but you get the point. You can go from D.Va, Tracer, Brigitte, whatever, whenever. To remove that element and say you're forced to play this select group of characters, this select group of characters, this select group, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I know how I feel about it, and I don't like it. I didn't like it before with the group up feature that they made. I tried it for a while and didn't like it. Basically, this is going to be a big mess. So, I'll read you the thing that they put on their form, their Blizzard form. Let me see. So, Roll Queue. Roll Queue is an update for Overwatch's matchmaking and queuing system. It gives players the power to choose which role they play in their games. In competitive play, quick play, or competitive play and quick play, players choose their role before finding a game. The matchmaking system will create a team that is comprised of 2 tanks, 2 supports, and 2 damage heroes. Upon entering the match, players select their desired hero to play within their chosen roles. At the end of a match, players return to the main menu and select their roles before queuing for the next game. This also did result in having to change Brigitte. Brigitte is very, very much focused on being the tank and healer sort of combined, and they wanted to switch that up, and the best way to switch that was change Brigitte a little bit, because they can't have her be a tank healer role now. She has to be able to sustain as a support with another support, sort of having 2 supports and 3 tanks, which she fit well with, which is the GOAT's meta, which personally I am in the minority of fans of the GOAT's meta. I thought the GOAT's meta was really, really cool. Tanks and supports, the best ultimate combinations and the best characters you can really put together. I thought GOAT's is really, really fun. One of the best metas in Overwatch. But, in the developer update, Jeff Kaplan said, this is not to change the meta. And I'm just like, right. All of this really started when they wanted to nerf Tracer. that's that's essentially what happened. Just to take you guys back to last year, real quick. March 2018, things changed. Blizzard had decided Tracer's too powerful, but we can't really change the main character, the mascot of the game, mascot of Overwatch League. I mean, Tracer's on this jersey. You know, that's the logo of the Overwatch League. She's the box art character. She's like she's the main character. She's like, if you think of Overwatch, that's the first character people will know. Like, oh, Tracer, I know Tracer. People will have seen Tracer, even if they have never played Overwatch. Basically, Tracer to Overwatch is kind of like Pikachu to Pokemon. Pikachu's on every single Pokemon thing. Tracer's kind of on every single Overwatch thing. So, Blizzard can't just change Tracer. So, they decide, let's make Brigitte stun up everybody. Then they sort of brought in goats by a bunch of tanks, as Brigitte can really heal everybody together. Lucio together. Lucio, Brigitte, and then a Zenyatta. That's it. And you get a Diva, Reinhardt, and Zara, and you're gone. That's it. Goats. So, basically they had to make Brigitte be able to sustain herself more as a healer. Not sustain herself, but sustain the team as one of 2 healers instead of 3. So, I'm going to click here their blog post and see what this says. I'll give you a second to load here. They are giving you incentives to sort of pick a role you haven't played necessarily. The other thing is that you get a specific SR per role. So this is a very interesting idea. Because currently in Overwatch, you have your SR, your one number that represents your rating, which changes every match with a win or a loss. The only time it will not change is if you get a tie. If you go into a match and you get a tie, or somebody quits, you don't get your number doesn't change. If somebody quits early in the game, it gets canceled. But still, the way it works is you have your one number represents you. Now they're changing it up. You have 3 numbers. You have 1 for tank, 1 for damage, and 1 for support. You can be in different ranks as well. Which will make it very fun to group up with people. So basically this says once role queue is live, because another note about that, it's coming out mid-August. They're ending competitive season 17, a little early. And they're going to put in a beta season so everybody can test it out, console players and PC players. And then September 1st, it's official. So, it says once role queue is live, players will earn separate skill ratings, SR, for each role in competitive play. For a total of 3 distinct SRs. This rate will be numbered between 1 and 5,000, with higher values indicating greater skill level. Players will be assigned, how it works. You're assigned to your tier. Bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, master, and grandmaster. Says, as players' skill ratings between roles vary widely, with role queue, matchmaking will be calculated using the SR of players' selected roles. This change will help players feel freer to choose roles, while also creating matches that are fair and more fun. So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, that's not really as big of a deal, but it's kind of weird to have 3 separate numbers. Because here their example, the tank is platinum with 2529, the damage is gold with 2147, and the support is gold with 2463. The other thing here, so this says, I'm really just chilling. I don't even care anymore. Videos of far trying to sit up. I don't care. What have my videos become? Just a meme. So yeah. I'm tired. A lot of work today. A lot of work. Once role queue is in the game, players will be required to complete 5 placement matches and select a role to obtain their seasonal skill rating for that role starting each competitive season. Players to earn seasonal SR for 3 roles, they will need to complete 15 placement matches. Placement matches are already toxic enough, so yeah. So yeah, you have to do 5 for tank, 5 for damage, 5 for support. I probably won't be doing placement matches for damage, but you know. So since anyone who completes their placement matches in any role during competitive season will receive a special spray and special icon as before. Players who complete competitive matches will earn competitive points, spent on golden versions of their favorite heroes' weapons, like already. When season concludes, players receive competitive points based on the highest skill tier they obtained during the season role. Instead of granted a single pool of competitive points, separated 3 across the total across 3 pools, earned by completing placement matches in each role. This change allows players to earn more competitive points overall if they complete their place in 3 roles. So, basically what they're doing is the value of competitive points that you get is less, but you get higher by completing all 3. So essentially the way that it works is you get a set number of competitive points. So we'll take you finish in gold. Okay? You're going to get 2,500 competitive points. Now, if you finish in gold. But if you finish in gold as a tank, you get 100 competitive points. If you finish in silver as a DPS, you get 50 competitive points. And then say you finish platinum as DPS, you get 200, which would mean that you would get 350 competitive points at the end of the season. So basically, they've lowered the numbers. And to show you that, for bronze, you get 65 currently. You get 25 now, or you get 25 when this update comes in. But if you finish bronze 3 times, you get 75. So technically, you get more. Silver is 125 now. It's 50. So if you get 3 times, you get 150. Gold, 250. After is now 100 after the chain. So total of 300 that you can get for a season. Platinum is currently 500. After this change, will be 200. Meaning your total that you can get for a season is 600. Diamond is currently 750. You get 300, meaning you can potentially get 900 for finishing Diamond, all 3. And then Masters, 1,200. After, it's 450. And the new total is 1,350. And then currently, for Grandmaster, it's 1,750. After this change, it's 650. The total is 1,950. And then they're also changing the top 500 leaderboard. We'll have 4 separate top 500 boards. 1 for each role, and the 1 is the combined average. So, yeah. So, that's the thing. Role queue will begin right now if you're playing on PC. So if you're Epic PC gamer, we should throw that in there. You're Epic PC gamer, and you're over there with your rainbow keyboards and mice and light up PC display boxes for the inside of your little thing with your liquid cooling. If you're one of those Epic gamers with your gaming chair, you can try it out right now. Or if you're a normal person and have a console, you can try it out August 13th. So I'm looking forward to August 13th. To try it out. And then the competitive beta season, the Role Queue beta season runs from August 13th to September 1st. You get competitive points, things like that. So basically, season 17 is going to end 2 weeks early to try this out. And then season 18 of competitive, starting September 1st, it will start. Now, the 2-2-2 role lock will begin in Overwatch League in Stage 4, which is Thursday, July 25th. So, I'm going to click this one, because I want to see what it says about Overwatch League and how that impacts the league. So this is what's new in Stage 4. Role lock. For the start of Stage 4, the league will officially adopt a 2-2-2 role lock, which means team compositions all matches will consist of 2 damage, 2 tank, and 2 support. This reflects the role queue changes in Overwatch. Role lock is in place on an entire map, just like a normal match. And you can only switch between maps. It says to make it easier to identify roles as viewer, players will be seated on stage by their roles. Also, be ordered to display the game's on-screen user interface from left to right. When the viewer is facing the stage, the players will send order of damage, tank, support. Player changes role, they remove their seats. Why? Whatever. The switch from the 2-2-2 format was done after close consultation between the league and all 20 teams. The teams are informed of the change in early June to give them maximum time to plan. Okay. So this has been, like, a thing they've discussed. I thought they just, like, yeeted it up today. Like, literally, I thought, alright, this is just something they did. Alright, so the teams have known about this for a while. That's good. Yeah. This is just telling you about the match of the week or whatever. Random. They're doing 1v1 Widowmaker battles now, apparently. We don't really have to talk about what's in Overwatch League, but basically the thing is they're going to implement role lock into Overwatch League as well. Now, my thoughts on that. I mean, here's the thing. Overwatch League is a reflection of the game that we all play. So, I like that it's coming to Overwatch League, just based on the fact that it matches with what you play at home. My issue with that is that it's coming to Overwatch League. My issue in general is that it's coming out. Here's the thing. I've always said 2-2-2 is the best way to play. I've always said it, and I think that's like the consensus of people. But you get into a group where half your team wants to play DPS, or most of your team does. I've had plenty of times I've been into a group where it's 4-1-1. Like, DPS, 4 DPS, 1 tank, and 1 healer, and we lose. So, I'm used to that. But I just think that it's kind of a meme to, implement the game. Because, again, the point of Overwatch is to pick from a group of characters and switch in the middle of a game to whoever you want. And to restrict that to a certain group, I don't like it. And my other issue with that, first of all, with Overwatch League, people did take the ideas from Overwatch League and say, oh, I can do that and not be able to do it because Overwatch League players are professionals and, all of them are top 500 players. And, you have people at home that are not top 500 players trying these things. Now, you make them work, like individual things. I've taken plenty individual things from Overwatch League. But team strats, no. But to restrict Overwatch, I don't know. It's kind of lame. And then to restrict the players, I feel like Overwatch League is like the pinnacle of creativity within Overwatch, within the community. And to see that restricted, I don't know. I feel like it's going to devalue watching the games. Their whole thing is, it's going to make the games better to watch. I don't really think so. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be the fact of how it works. Now, my whole thing with less creativity goes exactly to what Jeff Kaplan said in the developer update, and he quoted Shakespeare or something. But I ultimately feel like restraining the option of restricting, whatever you want to say, restricting the player, ultimately will negatively affect the game. Not positively. You're going to restrict people to a required 2-2-2 instead of more coming with whatever you want. I know this from playing myself. Like, I know from just the simple fact of the changes that you do on the fly will be restricted. Because here's the thing. For me, I'm mostly going to play Diva now. Like, honestly. I love to switch between Diva, Zenyatta, you know, like, I'll go healer or tank because I can switch to whatever we need. And I think that's the group of people that it really affects the most, is the people that go back and forth between tank and support. We're that group of people that sort of just do whatever the team needs. That people are less willing to play is tank and support. I'm looking at the pops that I have over there, and they're all tank and support characters. Now, the thing, I'm just going to play Diva, and, like, that's it. I like playing Reinhardt, but I don't really want to play him for, like, that much competitive. And I don't ever want to be in a situation where I can't really play Diva. But my issue comes down to, I know in the matches that I play, I can damn well play healer better than half the people in there. Not even half. It's like 75%. Damn well know that. Like, it's a thing that I do. You know, I'll be like, okay, we have 2 tanks, I'll play healer. Or we have 2 healers, I'll play tank. And I get, you know, having it restricted won't really matter as much, but if we have a bad healer, yeah, it's going to become a problem. It's going to become a problem by having that. Now, my other question is, if you group up with somebody, what if the person you're grouped up with decides, you know what, I played tank last time, and say your tank and DPS are, you know, very close in SR, comparing Lamim and I, because that's what we play most of the time. He'll typically play Junkrat or Widowmaker or Mei or Tracer. No, play Diva. So, say, you know, our SRs are probably going to be within 500 of each other. I mean, they've never not been. We've been, like, at most 250 apart. I know last year he was, like, significantly ahead of me, and for most of the season I've been significantly ahead of him. Not significantly, but, you know, within 100 or 150, 200. So, what if for some chance we're like, oh, he wants to play tank, and I want to play support. But say my support, which I know it won't be, but say it is, my support is 500 SR higher than him, and we're grouped up. Can we just not play those roles? Because, you know, that's that rule that you have to do within 500 SR of somebody. Is it 500 or 1,000? I think it's 500. Yeah, it's 500. You do within 500 SR of somebody. So, how is that working? Please tell me, Jeff Kaplan. Comment down below. Either way, I want to go over the message that I had with the meme. I'm gonna bring receipts here. So I found this out at 3 o'clock today. So I sent him a screenshot saying how it works. And then he didn't respond. He wrote something else. So I wrote, he said it's a good change, and he said better than that group shit they had last time, which was true. The group up thing was bad. I'm like, it's whack. He's like, why is that the better version of what they had? I don't know why they have both, but it's better. Which I think they're going to get rid of the other thing that they implemented, the group up feature. At least the, like, lock roll feature in the group up. I guess them getting rid of it. I may be wrong, but so I wrote to him, because at this point he's thinking it's a good idea, which I knew ultimately he'd come around and agree with me. So I basically told him that it's 2-2-2, the game is based on flexibility. Then I told him you have to do placement matches for different roles, and, you know, the silver for one thing, gold for the thing, you know, the placement matches for all 3 classes. Then I told him that they're ending the season early. So then he says, does that mean you have to play any character to complete the 5 placement matches? So basically he thought it's 5 placement matches. I told him now it's 15. Which we've always hated placement matches since, like, the first 2 seasons they were okay, and there was like, alright, these things are whack. You don't get anything out of them. Now this time you will. This is like the first time the placement matches will matter since, like, the first time you ever do them. And then he says, wait, what the fuck? That's gonna fuck up the wait time on, like, every match. Which is true. Your wait time is going to be obnoxious. Especially if you're somebody that likes to play DPS. Have fun with that. I cannot wait to load into a game with the meme when he's playing DPS. It's not like a shot at the meme for playing DPS, it's a shot at DPS. No. In general, though, like, every time we play, we're going to play so many less matches just because group up, or not group up, but the roll queue, or whatever the hell they call it, is, whatever it says in the title. I don't fucking remember what that shit's called. Just got me triggered. Roll queue. Terrible name. The wait time's going to be longer. They're like, oh, we're implementing things to fix it. It's not. Sometimes waits 33 minutes, so you know that shit's going to be like 10. The thing says on their image, DPS, wait time, 10 minutes or more, or 10 minutes greater than. So you're going to wait more than 10 minutes to play Overwatch? Come on. What is that? I'll go play Minecraft. Speaking of Minecraft, check out our Minecraft series going on right now. Doing a dank island build. And then he says, how's it going to work for high players? Like 12 players. He says, sitting down and thinking about it, these changes make the update make less and less sense. So then I told him that you get 3 SRs and then you do a bunch of placement matches. And then he says, we might not be able to play if we get pogged in different groups, which I doubt will happen. I mean, if we do play some matches together, like, when this comes out, we're going to just place together with whatever ones we want. Like, I may do DPS by myself just for the memes, but because I'm not playing DPS with him ever, so I can just sort of mess around with that if I want. But my DPS SR is terrible, probably. I'm not good at any DPS. What the hell? I can play Ashe. Not really. Maybe Tracer? I'm already Tracer. So then he just said about Zara meme, which doesn't really matter. I sort of meme him for not playing Zara. I don't really do it anymore, but I used to meme him for him not playing Zara, who would say his favorite characters. And then he says that he should branch out and play more DPS characters he doesn't play. Because again, he plays Junkrat, Mei, Tracer, Widowmaker. Mostly. I'm trying to think, does he play any other ones? I know he was playing Genji for a little bit a while ago. And then he told me, he's like, I should try their tanks. I'm like, yeet. 100% honest, tank is the role that I'd say is the one that I play the most, because I do. I play D.Va the most. I got so many more hours on D.Va than any other character. But I consider myself better at support. That's where I started. I started playing Mercy, then I went to D.Va. But support was Mercy, Brigitte, Moira, and Zenyatta. Love playing all of them. Basically, as long as it's not Baptiste, Ana, and Lucio, I'll play it. Again, Zenyatta, Mercy, Brigitte, Moira, I'll play all 4 of them. I like to play them. So, you know, it comes to tank, and I love playing D.Va, my favorite character. The reason why this flag is even behind me, where it all started. And then, you know, playing Reinhardt. I've gotten to Reinhardt in the last couple seasons. Mostly because of Overwatch, mostly because of Fissure. Dude was great. I'm so glad I'm so sad he retired. Not glad. I'm so sad that he retired. Got his jersey here. I'm glad to have been able to watch him play and sort of pick up Reinhardt from there. That's why I picked up Zenyatta, because watching Jonak play. So Overwatch League, you can really pick up some players or get interested in characters from players, should I say. So I got interested in Tracer from Sabiobi. From last year when he was playing a lot. I played Tracer for a little bit. But that really just comes down to the fact of, yeah, I don't really like playing other tanks. If I'm stuck on the tank role, somebody takes D.Va, I'm going to be playing Reinhardt guaranteed? What? That's why I don't like this, because if I'm in the tank role and someone takes D.Va, it forces me to play Reinhardt. Like, I don't like Roadhog. I don't like Zara. Zara's, like, insane to play. Orisa's useless as fuck for the way I like to play. And Wrecking Ball, he's a dude. Of all the tanks, they're the one I play the third most. Because I like to swing around on the point, and I don't really ever do shit besides swing around and hit people out of the way. And Winston, again, not interested in playing. So, if I pick the tank role, somebody picks D.Va, I'm playing Reinhardt? What? I'm not going to pick up another character because they want to change how the game works. Absolutely not. And then he said that they should rechange characters. So I told him Brigida's getting changed. And he's like, Moira should too. I'm like, why Moira? And then he says that her healing's not enough. And then I told him that Brigida got changed. But that's it. A lot of changes. Overwatch is becoming more of a meme every day. Ugh. There's so many dumb changes. I still wish the competitive season was longer. I really liked the competitive season when it was 3 months instead of 2. You had 4 seasons. And the off season was so nice, you had a couple days to practice. Now you get, like, no time at all. 0 time. That's why I'm pretty excited about this, the beta. Not because it's a test of it, but you can, practice some things, and I'm pretty excited about that. Either way, thank you all for watching. Overall, not too excited about this change. Let me know down below what you think about the change and why it's not a good idea. No, let me know down below what you guys think of the change, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.